Well, hello to all of my beautiful divine souls out there today. Sorry I haven't been on for a while, but with the holidays and everything else, things have been a little bit hectic around the house, and I just really haven't been energetically up for doing readings. But I am back, and I'm going to be doing right now I'm just going to be doing upcoming year review. Right now I'm going to do the twin flames. This is going to be a general for all signs, so take what resonates, leave the rest out. Always remember that gender roles can be reversed, and just take the energies where you feel that they resonate within your situation. So this is just going to be kind of like a little quick peek to see where the energies are going to go over the year 2021. So I'm going to do an overall energy for the year, and then I'll go through and I'll do month by month, and later on I will be doing individual signs for the twin flame journey for the upcoming year. So I won't be doing anything in general that refers to the months, because I don't really like to do those really. So welcome back to my Divine Triad family. Thank you for sticking by and coming back to see what's going on with our energies today. And I would like to welcome any new viewers out there today. I hope you decide to become part of our family. So hit that subscribe button and hit that bell notification up at the top. That way you can be notified when I upload new content. So I'm really going to be trying to put more emphasis and more focus on this channel as opposed to my other channel, because I really want to get this one built up. And my guides have been telling me I've been procrastinating too much, which is probably true. So you guys are going to be seeing me on here quite a bit more, getting more readings pumped out there. I'll be doing some beginning of the year personal reading specials on my Etsy shop. So if anybody is interested with I can't speak today. So if anybody is interested in getting a personal reading from me, my Etsy shop link is in the description box below. So you can always hit me up over there. Or if there's a reading type that I do not have posted up that you may be looking for, you can always email me. My email address is in the description box below as well, and ask me if I could do something like that. I do also take PayPal and Cash App. And all readings will be delivered in a video style just like this, but it will be private for your eyes only, and it will be uploaded on this channel for you to view. All right, so let's get into this reading. So I want to know what the overall energy for our twin flame journeys is going to be for the year 2021. Hopefully it's going to be a much better year than this past year. Oh, we had a flyer that flipped over in the deck. Oh, so we got healing the past. So the main theme for our twins is going to be healing the past. Here, let me turn this around. Maybe you guys can... I really got to get a better setup going here. Oh, well, it's going to go down here. So this is our overall energy for 2021. Is a lot of us are going to be going through probably... I'm picking up on... We're going to be doing a lot of purging. I'm also picking up on a lot of shadow work is going to be going on. Some of you, if not all, will be going either into your first dark night of the soul, or you're going to be going back into another stage of dark night of the soul, because I'm picking up that there's still things from your past that has not been cleared yet, things that you have not particularly healed from. All right, so now we're going to draw one card for each month, and then I will clarify. Spirit, angels, and guides, please surround me with love and light. Help to bring the most accurate messages for our beautiful twin souls that are on this beautiful twin flame journey. So I am using the Lord of the Rings Tarot deck. And if anybody is unfamiliar with me, I do not tend to be drawn too much to tarot, but I am trying to utilize it much more. I'm more of an intuitive reader as far as, you know, when I look at a picture, I pick up on what energies I pick up on from that card, as opposed to book meanings and things like that. I just never really resonated with that, but I am in the process of trying to learn some of those, at least the basics. But when I look at cards, I pick up on energies and I see visions and things like that, and that's pretty much how I read in particular. That's where my gifts lie, is just more of an intuitive. We have some swords coming out. We got the High Priestess. Interesting. Okay, so on the top of the deck, we got the world, Middle Earth, where we live our lives, and in the West, the blessed realm. So what I'm picking up on this card here is I just really feel like that I feel like in general, I feel like some of the twins, I feel like that they feel like that their other half is their world. What I'm picking up on this though is like that maybe in the past you had a tendency to pretty much revolve your entire life around this particular person that you view or you feel that is your twin. But I also feel like too that in the coming months, I'm also picking up on an energy where you're going to start looking more deeply into your own world, you know, your own way of thinking, your own way of doing things. And you're going to be really reevaluating, you know, your world, because I feel like, you know, that it's like, because I'm envisioning a person that's kind of like holding the world in the palm of their hands. And I really feel like, you know, when you look at this, you're contemplating on whether or not, you know, is this person my world or am I my world? So it's kind of like you're trying to differentiate between the two, or you have just a very skewed vision of this, is what I'm picking up on this card. And then at the bottom of the deck, we got the Queen of Swords. So the Lady Erwin takes the initiative and slays the Nazgul chief. So, and we all know that the Queen of Swords, you know, she's a very feisty person. So I feel like, you know, I feel like that for most of you, you're going to be taking the Queen of Swords energy and you're going to start cutting out anything that is not serving you anymore in your life. Because like I said, you're holding the world and you're really evaluating this, you know, and you're starting to dive more deeper into your world. You're trying to figure out your world, you, which is you. Because when I'm thinking of the world here, I'm thinking about you, your world inside you. And you're really starting to go within, and you're really going to start evaluating that. You know, what makes me happy? What is it that I want to do? What is not serving me? And then you're going to take that sword and you're going to start cutting out those negative influences in your life, or you're going to start cutting out those negative habits that you have. You know, whether you have negative thinking, or you're always the woe is me type, why is this happening, blah, 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 blah. You know, because my guide is basically saying that a lot of you are going to start taking the diapers off, and you're going to start putting on your big girl or big boy panties and start standing up for yourself, standing up on your own 2 feet. And you're going to start embodying this Queen of Swords energy, where, you know, you're just like, it's kind of like, because he's also saying it's like you're a slayer in disguise type thing. So it's kind of like you're transforming, you know. That's really what I'm picking up on these 2 overall energies here. Now these 2 cards that I picked up on is going to be something that is going to be a continuous theme for some of you. It might not be all, but for some of you throughout the entire year of 2021. And I believe this is going to stem from you going within and really starting to heal things from your past. Now for January, I feel the overall energy for January you got is the High Priestess. You got the High Priestess here. So she's guided by her intuition, because we all know that the High Priestess is, you know, she's a very intuitive person. And I feel like that you're really going to start looking within and analyzing your own intuition. Is my intuition right? Is my intuition wrong? But I just really feel like that, you know, you just have this intuitive knowing of what it is that you need to do for you. Because I really feel like that the overall theme for 2021 is basically, it's you. It's not really anything that has to pertain to the other person in your twin, your other half. But I feel like this is more of this year, 2021 is going to be more of a reflection of you. You going within, you healing, you doing the work, you taking care of you. Because that's what I'm hearing. He's saying that you have to start taking care of you. And I feel like that, you know, a lot of you that are really in tune with your intuition, I feel like you're going to be utilizing that more. I'm also picking up on those of you that, you know, because we all have intuition, but I feel not a lot of people utilize it, or they don't think that they have it, or they don't know that they have it. But I just feel like that intuition is going to your intuition is going to be more heightened during the month of January. So I just want to I'm going to use the Twin Flame Oracle deck by Mystic Moon. I'm going to clarify each month to see if maybe this ties in with your relationship with your twin, or how this ties in with your relationship with your twin. So we got action that came out, so you're going to start taking some action, or your twin may start taking some action towards you. And we also got karmic partner that kind of popped out. So we had 2 cards pop out for the month of January. So intuitively speaking, I think, you know, if your twin is involved with a karmic partner, whether you are separated or whether you are in a polyamorous relationship, and yes, I am going to include polyamorous relationships in with this general read, because I would like this reading to kind of resonate with everybody in all different types of relationship dynamics. I don't want this to only be, you know, for the norm, I guess you could say. But I feel like that there's going to be some type of action, and you intuitively, you know, you're feeling this, your intuition is being heightened, or your twin's intuition is going to start kicking in. And, you know, if they haven't recognized you as your divine masculine or divine feminine, I feel like that they're going to start picking up on that during the month of January, and they're going to start taking action towards you, or they're going to start taking more of a, how do I want to put this? I can't think of the word, but they're going to be more, active or involved. They're going to be more involved in your connection, because I feel like that a lot of you during 2020, these karmic partners that, your significant other has gotten involved with, I feel like that a lot of them have kind of thrown a monkey wrench into your connections. Or your twin has forcefully or on purpose has blocked your connection because of these karmic partners that they're involved in. Doesn't matter what type of relationship dynamic that you're in, whether you're separated or together. I just feel like that they're going to start recognizing this, and they're going to start taking action to unblock the connection, is what I'm picking up on for some of you. All right, so for the month of February, we got the Three of Swords. So Sam confronts Frodo by the side of Mount Doom after Gollum has taken the ring along with him into the fiery furnace. So with the Three of Swords, of course, we all know Three of Swords usually always means third-party situation. Now, this doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic third party. It could be a third person, could be a family member that could be getting in the way of your connection. But whoever this is, there is a third party that is basically, how I should say, sideline, because I'm hearing sideline. This person is sidelining your relationship with your twin. And we got the card settling for February for confirmation. So I feel like that, I feel like this third party situation, it's almost as if, I feel like in some ways, I feel like that they're settling for this, this situation is what I'm picking up on. So it's almost kind of like, for example, what I'm hearing is, if you're in a third party situation and you're aware, whether you're aware or unaware, I feel like either you or your partner is settling for whatever outcome happens, or they're settling with whatever is going on, which I'm hearing there's a lot of drama going on, or there's things that your partner, why do I keep saying partner? Your twin. There's things that your twin is picking up on, but I feel like they're just settling with it. They're not really taking much action to do anything during the month of February. It's almost just kind of like, yeah, I see that this person is a little cuckoo, or this person is a little crazy, but, it is what it is. And, I'm not going to run from it. I'm just going to stick with it. And basically, with them not taking any action to kind of put the fires out in this situation, they're just kind of settling for it. Or you're settling for this situation, whether it makes you happy or not. But let's see, so March. In March, we got the Page of Swords. So Denethor talks with Pippin about his hopes and his dreams. So I really feel like that in the month of March, I feel like there's going to be a lot of communication coming in between you and your twin. I feel like that your communication has been kind of stagnant with your person, whether you're separated or not, you're in no contact or not. But there's just some type of, I feel like it's deep. I feel like it's more deep conversation, just really hasn't been a mainstream thing in your relationship with your twin. So it's just kind of like, you just have everyday conversation with them and really nothing any further than that. And I feel like that you've really been hoping for more communication with your twin. So it's almost kind of like what I'm seeing here is I'm seeing like, for example, you and your twin, say you've been together for 5, 6, 7, you know, however many years you guys have been together. And now it's just kind of like, you know, you just exist almost. And that could be with any relationship, really. You know, if you've been with somebody for, say, 30 some years, sometimes, you know, the connection can get a little stale, communication can get stale. So it's almost just kind of like, you know, I see a man walking into a house, you know, he's coming home from work and the wife says, hi, you know, they kiss and they pretty much just go on their merry way and they're not really talking. You know, they're not really communicating. They're not communicating feelings. They're not communicating in a more deeper manner. It's just basic. It's almost kind of like, you know, you're just two roommates living in a house is what I'm picking up on. And the same thing, you don't have to be living together, you know, whether you're, you know, you don't live together, but I just really feel like that there's not much communication as far as feelings, deep conversation, you know, plans for the future, things like that. But I feel like in the month of March, that communication is going to start breaking through. So if some of you have really been hoping for, uh-oh, here comes Odin. Nope. Excuse me 1 second. Sorry about that. I think he woke up from his nap and then realized he knew what I was doing, so. Okay, so we're going to clarify this for the month of March. But yeah, I just really feel like that, oh, my guy just also told me too, he was like that a lot of you are going to start to, basically it's kind of like a renewal, like you're going to start to get to know each other better, or you're going to get to know each other again. Because I feel like this, a lot of you, you know, you've changed over the years. And I really feel like that, you know, some of that communication coming in is going to be kind of like, oh, you know, I've known you all this time and I didn't know these things about you. You know, like they're going to be more open. Or, you know, you're both are going to be more open with each other about, you know, who you are or what you think or, you know, hopes and dreams. You know, what you hoped and dreamt for, you know, 5, 6 years ago may have changed now, but you've just never expressed that to your twin. So I feel like that it's going to be kind of it's going to be the beginning stages of rekindling, because I'm picking up on a rekindling here, because communication is key when it comes to a relationship. So can we clarify the Page of Swords, please? Clarify the Page of Swords. See, we got solitude. So that right there just speaks volumes, because I just feel like that. I feel like that you've really had a sense of loneliness, you know, whether this is you or whether it's your partner. Or the both of you at the same time. I just feel like that you've just really had this sense of loneliness because, you know, your twin is not communicating with you in the ways that you want them to, or you're not communicating with your twin in the ways you would like to, and maybe you're scared. So I just really feel like that this, you know, this solitude, the energy is just like, I just feel like that you have felt very alone. And in the month of March, I really feel like that communication is going to start breaking through. All right. So April, we got the Knight of Cups. Frodo, though injured, resists the call of the riders. They are then swept away. So I really feel like for this Knight of Cups, I really feel like that for the month of April, what I'm picking up on is this, it's a resistance to temptation. Or it's a resistance to, you know, if you've let certain parts of your ego go, I feel like that's going to start coming back in to try and haunt you in the month of April. And I really feel like that you're really standing your ground and you're really not trying to let those parts of you back into your core, I should say. Or maybe you've had bad habits in the past, you know, whether it was some type of an addiction, and say you have overcome that addiction. Those things are going to start popping back up in the month of March. But I really feel like that you're going to be way more well educated, and you're going to be more aware of those things, and you're going to be more resistant to letting those things back into your life again, because you know that they no longer serve you. Because that's like with this Queen of Swords here, you know, you start cutting out, you know, anything that was not serving you any longer, whether it's, you know, bad habits, addictions, certain types of behaviors that doesn't serve you. You know, it could be negative thinking, it could be negative people. Those temptations and those things are going to start trying to rear their ugly head back up in the month of March. So just be aware of that, and just really, you know, dig your heels in and just stay strong. And I really feel like that you're going to come out on top with this, because you're not going to give in to those things. You're not going to give in to those urges. You're not going to give in to those temptations, because all of those things is like a temptation. It's like, you know, you finally get to that point where communication is coming in. You know, you guys are starting to get to know each other better, or you're rekindling, you know, that fire that may have dimmed out a little bit. You know, your connections are starting to open up again, and then boom. Of course, the universe is going to come in and try and throw a monkey wrench in there, because they want to test you. They want to see what it is that you're going to do. So this is your test. The month of March is going to be that test. Are you or aren't you going to go back to those old ways, or to those bad habits, or go back to those toxic people that you had cut out of your life? March, because that's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing that March is a test. It is a test. Are you going to be devoted to this twin flame connection or not? Okay. And you got patience. And you also got mirroring. So these are our clarifiers for the month of March. So just be aware that this is going to take some patience. Or if you are waiting for your twin to get rid of these bad habits, or to come out of their ego, or if they're in their dark night of the soul and you're waiting for them to come out of it, you got to give them some patience. Just be patient, because it's happening. You know, this is going to be their test month. It could be both of your test month, you know, but there's going to be something that is going to be coming up in the month of March that is going to test you, or it's going to test your twin. And you're going to have to be patient and let that process, let the process go. You know, just let it happen. And you're also getting mirroring. So please be aware that you may be mirroring your twin, or your twin may be mirroring you. So just be careful if, you know, you feel that you're going to go back into those tempting waters, that your twin may end up mirroring those right back to you. So just be aware of that. But also remember that your twin is going to mirror the good, not just the bad. So, but if you are waiting for your twin to get over addictions and things like that, you know, whatever it is that they are going through, you're just going to have to be patient and just let the process happen. You're just going to have to trust the process and trust the universe, because I really feel like that, you know, they are going to come out on top on this in the month of April. I hope I wasn't saying March. All right, so the month of May, we got the Ten of Swords. Saron's power entraps and ensnares those who try to accommodate it. So what I'm picking up on the Ten of Swords here is I feel like that I kind of feel like that this is a warning. So I feel like that in the month of May, there could be, because I'm picking up on a karmic. There could be a karmic that could be coming in to try to entrap you or to entrap your twin. If you're in a polyamorous relationship, this could involve the entrapment of both of you for some reason. But I feel like that it's going to be something that this person is going to try to do to entrap that person back into their life. Or if they haven't separated from this karmic, and for example, say this karmic, okay, I'm going to use a polyamorous relationship for an example here. So, you know, because not all polyamorous relationships are, you know, rainbows and roses. But, you know, say for example, this person sees that, you know, you and your twin are starting to reconnect again, and your connection is opening up. And say for example, maybe they was having all of this person's attention, or at least more of it than say the other person, because, you know, for example, because this is what I'm seeing, this is the vision that I'm seeing at the moment, is, you know, this person was giving more attention to the other. And now that the twins, you know, their connection is opening back up, they're starting to reconnect again. You know, their fire that may have dimmed out some is really starting to shine more brightly. It's like it's getting bigger and bigger. It's almost kind of like they're fueling it more, because I'm seeing people throwing like wood on you know, a huge bonfire, like out in the middle of nowhere. So I'm seeing this huge bonfire. So it's almost kind of like this flame has been reignited between these two people, and it's not necessarily anything to go against the other person, but that other person is getting extremely jealous, because now they're seeing that, you know, this person is getting more of their attention. Now, this doesn't necessarily have to pertain to a poly relationship. This is just as an example. But say you was involved in a third party situation, or if your twin or you gave up a karmic partner to go back to your twin, this person is going to start getting enraged with jealousy, and they are going to try to do something in order to try to entrap this person back into their life, is what I'm seeing here. So we're going to clarify this for May. Can we clarify this Ten of Swords, please? Clarify the Ten of Swords. Yeah, because throughout the year, I'm really seeing, you know, just looking at the cards here, that there is a lot of third party karmic involvement going on. Now, that doesn't necessarily have to be a bad thing, because some karmics are actually really good people, and they're there to really help to move your relationship along. Okay, so we got Awakening, and we got the guide card for the month of May. So yeah, so I'm really picking up that, you know, this person here, you know, some twins are really going to be reawakening, or they are going to be awakening and really seeing this connection for what it really is. And for some reason, I just really feel like that, you know, this karmic person that is involved, you know, whether it was good karma or whether it was bad karma, it can be either or, but I just feel like the whole situation was more or less kind of guiding him back to his connection with his twin. It was guiding him to that awakening point of realizing his twin, or this situation is going to cause an awakening. So because I'm picking up on two different energies here, is I'm hearing a reawakening of the connection, but I'm also picking up that this drama, this shit that is going to happen with this karmic person is going to be enraged with jealousy, and they're really going to be trying to be deceitful, manipulative, and they're really going to try to do what it is that they can to entrap this person back into their, you know, back into their grasp. I feel like this is going to cause this person to awaken. This situation is going to guide them to that awakening. Do you see what I'm saying? Because there's always a light at the end of the tunnel. Something good usually always comes out of the bad. And it's almost kind of like, because what I'm seeing here is I'm also seeing, I'm seeing just a woman just like basically just going crazy, you know, because she's just so enthralled with this jealousy, that I really feel like, you know, that you or your twin, whoever this pertains to, you're kind of looking at this person like, oh, where did this person come from? Like, you know, it's almost kind of like, because I was also picking up earlier, you know, that they see the red flags, but they're settling with it. But now I really feel like that they're really going to be awakened, and they're really going to see who this person really is, or, you know, if this is bad drama, because I'm picking up on two different energies here. So if it's that kind of drama, then they're really going to be waking up, and they're going to be seeing this person for who they really are. And they're going to be reawakening to that connection with you. Or they are going to be waking up to it. But I just feel like whatever this situation is, it's guiding. It's guiding this. It's a guide. And, you know, and because I'm also picking up on an energy that there are some good karmics out there that is going to end up making them realize what's going on. Not necessarily they're trying to entrap them or anything, but there's going to be some type of drama that's going to go on that is going to just wake this person up. And it's almost just kind of like, I'm getting the Folgers commercial in my head. The best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup. I don't know. He just started singing that to me for some reason. So yeah, so just let this happen. Just like, you know, like I said, with this temptation, and you know, next we have this drama coming up. Just trust the process. It's happening for a reason. So with June, we got the Death card. We all know what death means. It's not always a bad thing. It means the rebirth, death and rebirth. So Gandalf confronts the Balrog. Gandalf loses his life, but is to be reborn. So I'm really seeing like the whole phoenix rising out of the ashes with this whole thing. So this is, to me, I just really picking up, this is a very, very beautiful card. Very beautiful. Because what I'm picking up on here is, you know, I feel like that, you know, if there is an ending that does happen with him, I feel like whoever the crazy karmic is, it's definitely going to end. I don't feel like that there's going to be any more continuance with that relationship. But, you know, even if it's, you know, if you're in a poly relationship and if the karmic is, you know, a really good person, you know, I just feel like there's going to be an ending to any kind of strife, any conflict and things like that. But I also feel like there's going to be an ending, because I'm also picking up on this very, very strongly, that there's going to be an ending of either you or your twin flame in basically dismissing this connection. Because I feel like either you or your twin, one of you, is basically kind of shrugging this connection off. But I just have a big feeling that after all of this and this awakening happens, there's going to be a huge rebirth. There's going to be a rekindling of the connection. Because I'm really feeling so happy about this. Like, whoever this is happening to, they're going to feel so elated. They're going to be feeling so overjoyed, like, oh my God, you know, my person has been right here in front of me this entire time, and I've basically just been blocking and pushing this person away, and now I'm finally seeing him or her for the very first time with no rose-colored glasses. Like, I feel like the glasses, like the veil has just been lifted off of their eyes. So it's going to be a total rebirth. So it's almost going to be like, you know, this person is coming out of this as a new person. It's going to be a new person for you, for them, the whole entire connection. I just feel like that there's just this, because I'm just seeing a volcano exploding in my head, and I see this big, beautiful phoenix just flying up out of this, you know, the mouth of the volcano with these huge wings. I mean, God, it's so beautiful. I wish you guys could see this. And the energy is just so intense. So yes, that is so beautiful. Death and rebirth. And, you know, My guide also just kind of wanted to clarify with me too that for those of you that are completely separated from your twin, and say, for example, you choose not to go down the twin flame journey any longer, this death and rebirth card is also for you too, because you're going to be emerging, you know, from whatever burnt and buried you, especially with this healing from the past, is you are going to be coming out as a new person. You're going to be emerging as a new you. And it's fierce. I'm just, oh God, that Phoenix energy that I'm picking up on right now is just so intense. And it's so fierce. And it's just like, wow. So I need to clarify this. Can we please clarify the death card? Can we please clarify the death card? Bingo! Ding, 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 ding. Lessons. How about that? That's because you or your person has learned their lessons and they are emerging as a new person. This connection is going to be emerging anew because of the lessons that they have endured all the way down through here. Yep. Yep, yep, yep. Oh God, I love that energy. It's just so intense. Lessons, lessons, lessons. Oh my God. That's funny because my guide is basically, he's playing victory bells in my head. Okay, so let's move on to July. So July, we got the Two of Swords. The members of Elrond's council think deeply about the problem before them. But for some reason to me, when I'm looking at this, you know, you see the two swords there together, side by side. And I see this wheel in the middle. So it's kind of like, you know, the wheel has finally started to turn in your favor. This is the energy I'm picking up off of this. To me, I don't know. For some reason, I'm just really strongly feeling that this card is union. And I feel like that it's not just going to be a physical union, but I feel like it's going to be both a physical and spiritual union going on, because do you see the light shining down from the wheel and you see the two swords? There's two swords laying down there and there's a ring. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a ring in between both of those swords. And that light shining down from that wheel, like it's the universe. The universe is finally blessing your union because you both have finally come out of all of this. All of your lessons, everything. You guys have made it through everything. You have passed your test, because that's what I'm hearing. You passed your test. I'm just picking up so strongly. This is a union card. Oops. So I had to look at this again. So the sword is broken down there with the ring. You see that? I still feel union on here, but I feel like that, you know, the light that is shining down on this, it's like this was your connection. Your connection was broken. But I feel like that the ring here, your union, is going to heal it, because if you recall in the movie, the sword comes back together as one. But you see, you know, you've got these two swords up here. That's these two twins side by side. This was their connection. This is their ring. This is their union. It's going to heal this. This is union. To me, this is union. And if you are engaged with your twin, then I feel like you possibly could be setting your wedding, or you could be getting married in the month of July, or you're going to be getting engaged in the month of July. But this connection is on the mend. And the universe, to me, I just really feel like that this is, you know, this is blessing. It's a blessing. Can we clarify this Two of Swords, please? Let's clarify this Two of Swords. Ooh, we got 2 cards again. Okay. I got 2 conflicting cards here. So we got the answer is no, and then we got fresh start. So this is kind of split. So what I'm picking up when I said definitely this is a union card. And I feel like you know, you're going to have that fresh new beginning because you've planted the seeds. You've planted the seeds. The seed is growing. It's sprouting. You got your union. For others of you, whatever you're wondering about, the answer is no. So I'm not sure if that's a good or a bad card. Okay, so he's telling me that this right here, in order to clarify, is for some of you, maybe there's not going to be union, maybe not yet. So I guess what I'm picking, so I guess what I could say is that for some of you, you're going to have that fresh start. You're going to have a new beginning with your person, but it's not quite union yet. It's not union, but it's a beginning stage, because I'm hearing beginning stage. Oh, he's also telling me too that for some of you that feel that your connection was broken, that the answer was no, your connection was not broken. If that makes any sense. I don't know. He just came on and told me that that is meant for somebody. Somebody's out there thinking that their connection is broken, but in reality, the connection is not broken. I don't know. That's just kind of baffling to me. We had this really good read, everything coming up, and this came out. But I don't know. I guess it's whatever question you're thinking about. I don't know if you're thinking if, you know, the partner may go back to the karmic or not, but I'm guessing that maybe there's not going to be a union in July. But I don't feel that though. I'm really picking up. It could just be for some of you, maybe not all. Okay, let's move on to August. So for August, we got the 5 of Coins. So the company of the ring, enter the underworld labyrinth of Moria. So I really feel like that. I feel like for the 5 of Coins, I feel like for August, I feel like that you're going to be entering into a new stage. You're going to start thinking about your coins. Maybe some of you may be going into a new career field is what I'm really picking up on. We got the compromise card that just kind of popped out when I was thinking about August. So there's going to be, so I think this card just really kind of threw me off there for a second. But I really feel like that maybe, you know, at this point, you know, once you get here, I feel like that now moving forward, you're going to be kind of, it's because I'm seeing two people standing in front of a labyrinth. You know, like the card said, you know, they're entering the underworld labyrinth of Moria. So it's kind of like I see these two people, they're entering into the labyrinth. But I feel like this is more or less, it's them, you or your person, you're heading into a new direction is what I'm picking up on. But I feel like that at this point, you know, because coins is all about the money, baby. So I feel like that there's going to be some kind of compromise when it comes to work and finances. But I feel like that there's going to be some obstacles with that you guys are going to have to overcome. So just be aware that come August, if you're venturing into new career territory, or you have to make compromises or changes to your work and career, because I feel like that there's some changes coming in August, but it's going to affect your finances for the most part. But I feel like there's going to have to be a compromise. But I do see you guys walking through this hand in hand, though. For those of you that, you know, are going to be reuniting, or, you know, that are with your twin. For those of you that are not and choose not to continue on the twin flame journey, I feel like that you're going to have to make compromises in your life that has to do with your work and career. There's going to be some changes of that coming up. Okay, so for the month of September, we got the Four of Cups. Frodo, Sam, Merry, and Pippin meet with Farmer Maggot, I always want to call him Maggot, and become friends whilst out picking the mushrooms. So I really feel like that for the Four of Cups, I feel like that there's going to be, I'm hearing celebrations, but I feel like that there's going to be, or I feel like that you're going to be meeting new people, could be friends. For those of you that are not with your twin and don't want to be with your twin, I feel like that you're going to be you're going to be meeting new people. For those of you that are in relationships, I feel like that this overall is you're going to be meeting new people, because I'm also hearing, he's saying that these new people are going to be positive influences in your relationship. And but I'm really picking up on, this is celebration to me. To me, I'm just really picking up that there's going to be a celebration of friends and family. So, because to me, I'm really picking up that, you know, it's like you're harvesting in a way, like your harvest. You know, the seeds that you planted have grown. They're ready to be picked. So you're harvesting. Your ships are coming in is what I'm picking up on. And I feel like that this is going to be a cause for celebration. This is the energy that I'm picking up on. Can we clarify the Four of Cups, please? Clarify the Four of Cups. Yeah, I'm picking up on just, you know, friends, family, the coming together of people. There's going to be celebrations going on. You're harvesting, you know, the seeds that you have planted. I don't feel like that card's right. But the seeds that you have planted have come full circle. You know, they're blooming. They're ready to be harvested. So I'm hearing, you know, your ships are coming in September. So when I was looking at this card, I just picked up on another energy. So I don't know if you can see in the background here, there's like this black figure and he's got a dog. Somebody's spying on you. They see that you and your person is happy and they're spying. That's what I'm picking up on. So be aware that you may have a stalker or somebody that is just jealous and they're watching you, or they're watching your twin. So let's clarify this Four of Cups. Something flipped. Yes, it did. So we got the surrender card. So, yep. So I feel like that in September, that you're surrendering. You're letting loose. To me, I'm just really feeling like you're just surrendering to the universe. And it's a cause for celebration because you finally surrendered. So once you surrendered, you know, all the seeds that you have planted have come full circle. Your ships are coming in. But that only really happens once you surrender and you let go. Once you let go of all that baggage and you just surrender everything and just say, fuck it, universe, I'm putting it all in your hands and whatever happens will be, will be. And you have celebrations coming up. Your ships are coming in. Your seeds are coming full circle. They are blooming. They're ready to be harvested. My guide started singing that song Rhythm of the Night, but he changed the lyrics to Surrender to the Night. So I don't know if some of you are just not really the party goer type or whatnot, but he's also saying for those of you that are kind of prudent, you need to surrender and just kind of let go and let loose. And we got the free will card for some reason that popped up. So he's saying use your free will and just let everything go and just surrender and open up and just, you know, to celebrate because things are going your way in September. Okay, so for October, we got the Three of Coins. So Bilbo is reading in his library to learn new skills and gain new abilities. Ooh. So I feel like that in the month of October, I feel like that you or your person, or maybe the both of you, may be going back to school to learn a new career path, is what I'm picking up on here. You're studying something. There's something that you've always been interested in, and I feel like that for some reason with this letting go and when you surrendered, whatever it was that you was interested in learning, you was very hesitant and you felt like, you know, this wasn't something that I can do. No, I can't do this. But I feel like that you do. You know, once you surrender and you let go, you're just like, okay, I'm going to go learn this new thing. Whether it's career, whether it's a hobby, there's something that you have been interested in that you've been very hesitant on doing, and you're finally going to take the plunge and do it. You know, whether it's going back to school or you're going to go take that art class that you always wanted to take. Or I'm also hearing for some of you, you guys are scared to learn how to drive a car, but I don't know why he just said that, but he just said some of you are scared to learn to drive a car, but you finally decide that you're going to go to driving school so you can learn how to drive because you want to be more independent. So can we clarify this Three of Coins, please? Ooh. Oh, see, we got communication. So that's lovely. So you're going to be communicating these newfound interests that you have to your twin or your family, your friends. It's going to be I'm seeing somebody standing up on a hill or a mountaintop, and you're just kind of shouting to the world whatever it is that you want to do. You know, you're expressing it. You're just like, okay, I want to go be a doctor. So I'm going back to school and I'm going to be a doctor. And, you know, I just see you or your person, you're just up there saying, you know what, I'm going to marry this person. So I'm going to do it. So, but there's communication that is pertaining to, you know, going back to school, learning a new hobby, a trait, a skill, something that you're finally surrendering to, that you have been so hesitant and resistant upon doing, and you're going to communicate that to people. You're going to finally let people know, this is what I want to do. I'm not happy doing what I'm doing, so I want to go do this. And you're finally speaking on it. You're finally speaking. Or your twin is going to come and communicate these things to you. Okay, so moving on to November, we have the Three of Wands. Aragorn, Gimli, and Legolas begin looking for their abducted friends. So it's like they're on a search. We all know threes could be third-party situations too, so just be kind of leery with that if any of that resonates with you in the month of November. Third-party situations could be coming back up, or you know, if you're poly, then your triad or whatnot is going to be a significance. Oh, and we got commitment. So yeah, so that's popping up in the month of November. So there's going to be some type of commitment going on. If you haven't received it by July, then you're going to get that commitment that you was looking for in November. But it's like, I feel like that there's, you know, like it's a search party. It's like, you know, or your person is he said for those of you that are polyamorous, he said after this karmic situation at the beginning of the year ends, then you and your twin, whichever one of you is poly or both of you may be poly, you guys are going to be looking for a third, and you're going to find that commitment that you've been wanting. Those are for that this is for those of you that are polyamorous. For those of you that are not polyamorous, I feel like that you're searching for that commitment with your person is really what I'm picking up on. But I do feel like that you're going to receive it. If you haven't gotten that by mid-July, and why does it say mid-July? Something about mid-July. So if you haven't received it by mid-July, you're going to get it at the end of the year, is what I'm picking up on. Or you're going to get that engagement ring. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, they're searching for that ring. They are searching for that ring. For some of you, what I picked up on, they're searching for the ring. Yeah, that's for some of you. Some of you, they're searching for the perfect ring. Or you are searching for the perfect ring for your person. All right, so heading into December, we got the Two of Coins. It says the Ents are moving on to do their work elsewhere. So I'm picking up on multiple energies off of this card. So I feel like that at the end of the year, I feel like that for those of you, if, you know, you didn't come into union with your twin, I mean, I really didn't pick up on a lot of bad drama, but I did pick up on a few things. So for those of you, if your twin does end up getting involved and into another committed relationship, into a third-party situation that does not make you happy, I really feel like that you're going to be moving on from that at the end of the year. For others of you, I feel like that you're going to be moving on to new career new careers, because I did get that where, you know, in October, you're going to be going back to school. You want to learn a new trade. So I feel like at the end of the year is when you're going to be actually transitioning over into that new career field. For others of you, I picked up on actual movement. I picked up on some of you are actually going to be moving, like moving house is what I'm picking up on this one for some reason. But I'm also with the two here, because every time I see twos, for some reason, I always pick up on union, and that's just with anything really. I feel like you and your twin possibly could be moving in together, or you and your twin are moving on from everything that happened within the past year. But I strongly feel for a lot of you, this is transitioning over to a new career. A few of you, I am picking up on that you're going to be moving on from the twin flame connection because it just wasn't working for you. All right, so let's clarify this, and I think I got one. This card flew out, reinvention. So yeah, so at the end of December, you're going to be moving on because you're reinventing yourself. You're reinventing yourself because, you know, if you're going back to school, you want to learn a new trade, it's a reinvention. So you're moving on from whatever, whatever happened in the past, you're moving on from that. You're either changing careers, you're moving on from the twin flame connection, or you're going to be physically moving houses, or you're going to be moving in together. There's going to be a lot of changes in December is what I'm picking up on. But it's going to it revolves around reinventing your current situation, and you're trying to reinvent it into something better. Or you're doing it for yourself. You're reinventing you. You're reinventing your situation. You're reinventing your home life, your career life, whatever it is. There's going to be a lot of changes at the end of next year. All right, so I just want to pull an outcome card for some reason from the Romance Angels deck. So what is the outcome for our twins on their twin flame journey? I just want one card before I end this because this video is a bit long, and I do apologize for that. Okay, so we had two cards come up. So we got the retreat and the honeymoon card. To me, I see marriage. I see marriage, just plain and simple. I see marriage. For some of you, the outcome for 2021 is whatever situation and everything that happens, you know, all this crap or anything shitty that is going on. I just feel like that the end game here for 2021 is marriage. Whether you're getting married during 2021 or all of this is going to be leading up to engagement and marriage come the following year in 2022. But this is end game, baby. This is what I'm seeing. This is the overall outcome for 2021. So a lot of you need to be prepared for this if you ain't ready for it. So, all right. So good luck, everybody, in 2021. So if any of this resonates, or if you listen to it later on in the year, whatnot, just let me know. Shoot me some comments and let me know what you guys thought about this reading. I would love to hear from you guys. I love to get feedback, which I really haven't had much of that yet. But anyway, so I hope that everybody stays safe, happy, and healthy. And I hope that everybody has a blessed day. Namaste, everybody.